Hello all and welcome back to the channel. So today we are looking at the quick demo that got dropped of Balan Wonderworld, even not Wonderland, Wonderworld. Keep getting it the wrong way around, don't get it right. It's Balan Wonderworld, not Wonderland. Been saying it wrong for months, but whatever. So anyway, if you're new around here, please subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscriber count up a little bit. And if you like this video, please drop me a like and comment. But basically, this game is almost like a new game based around the 3D adventure style game era of the 90s, like the late 90s type of games that we used to get. And everybody seems to think, oh, it's a Mario clone because the guy's got a hat on. Right, great. We not have a character with a hat on anymore without people thinking it's a Mario clone. Right, it's really weird. But regardless, there is a demo out at the moment and it's got 2 levels and beginning intro of the game. This song, it's showing you how the game works and this on the demo. Tell you what, I'm quite impressed so far. The level design is really nice, it's colourful, it's fun. The opening cutscene we've got here is just really good. It really is quite good. The controls of the game run really well, and obviously we're a couple of months this coming out anyway. I think it comes out in March time. So what, 3 months away? Well, 2 months away if it's March and on time, but a good 2 months away. And so far, like, it's controlling really well, and from what I've played, I'm really impressed. Now, it plays like an awful lot of other games, but I'm playing this and thinking of the different things that are in here based around the older ideas of older games, and there's an awful lot here where I think to myself, that could have been Kingdom Hearts, or that could have been something else, and that style of things. But the main action is 3D platform orientated, and you can get these cool looking costumes that open up different abilities, basically. And you'll be jumping around and you'll change into somebody else, and then you can do something different. Gives you different abilities to do things. So, obviously then, you know, in typical fashion of these styles of games, there are puzzles to get you through certain areas, and there is obstacles that you can't do unless you're wearing a certain costume or a certain thing in order for you to be able to do that part of the game. Now, it's very typical of this type of game in general, I suppose, that they have stuck to that conformity of tried and tested type of things that have been done for a long time, but it almost comes across to me like we've missed what makes that type of game so good. And what Square Enix are trying to do here is bring that back to life again with this very gorgeous, lovely, well-animated game. And it just has this lovely aesthetic to it as well. Now, I've kind of got this in my head, and people probably have thought the same, I don't know. But there's this, and then obviously we have Immortals Phoenix Rising that came out from Ubisoft. And I think both of these games have probably been made on purpose to try and cater maybe more to the Switch audience and try and keep the graphical requirements of the hardware down lower, keep the frame rate smooth, so they can put it onto the Switch console. Now, and I think that's a really good idea, and what's good about that is all these companies are now making newer IPs which are more I wouldn't say child friendly, they're more family friendly and more accessible to people that probably enjoyed gaming at a younger age and want to carry on playing those type of games still today. I mean, we've had things like, say, Ukulele or Super Lucky's Tale, and they're very similar as well, but obviously this has got a new aspect in this different thing where you get these different abilities from these different costumes, and obviously I suppose the story builds up on that and the characters and such build from that as well. And yeah, I am very impressed so far with what I've seen. Now, I mean, is it going to blow you away? No. The game is probably just going to feel like you're playing a lot of other, you know, 80/90s inspired 3D platform games. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because as I said, these games have been lost kind of in the background, and people, well, probably companies seem to have forgotten that people do just like collectathon games. There's nothing wrong with having a little collectathon game. They have their place, they're enjoyable, they're fun, they're light-hearted, they're not too serious, they have a joke with you, as long as the controls work well, and there's no serious frame rate issues. There's no reason why these games still can't exist this day and age, alongside the innovative games or the newer things where they're trying to really push the barriers of what they can do or whatever, because there's a need for this type of game. There really is, and from what I've played on this so far, I'm really happy with it. It's got this super cute vibe and is so nice. Fine, it's not going to be as good as your Mario, get that, but it's probably not trying to be. It's going to be good enough and be up there for another one that you can play after you finish something like Mario maybe. But there's nothing wrong with this game coming out and doing well, and I think it will do well. And like I said, I think it's an IP that Square Enix are probably going to try and build on it as well, because they've not got, it's not needing that hardware oomph of, say, the PS4 or Series X. They've not got to pay royalties to Disney for doing like a Kingdom Hearts game where they've got dozens of different areas and different themes, and they're all trying to do, you know, there's a lot of pressure on them to get that game to be good because it's backed by Disney. And then obviously you've got you've got Final Fantasy, where it's such a massive IP, and the fan base there, they're wanting to see, you know, another level hardcore Final Fantasy games, and the pressure on that game to do well is so high, it's unbelievable. Whereas this is brand new, clean slate, start something fresh, let's try something different, and off you go. And like I say, if they keep the hardware requirement low and put it on the Switch as well, we've got a huge new customer base there, probably more family orientated playing anyway, so I think it's a great idea, it really is. And what we played so far, I'm thoroughly impressed with. There was some bits where I was like, okay, I didn't quite make that, or did quite make that, but you just try again and off you go, don't you? And yeah, I can't see it getting Game of the Year, don't get me wrong, but you don't always need to have that, oh, it's the best graphics ever, and oh, it's this, that, and the other, and no, it's just a fun, enjoyable platform, 3D platform game. Like I said, with like things like Super Lucky's Tale, which I love that game, and there's people might just turn a blind eye to it because it's just another 3D adventure game, but we haven't had so many of those for so long. And I think things like Spyro getting renewed has really made these companies go, you know what, people actually do enjoy playing their games. And we've kind of neglected them and gone off building, you know, all sorts of other things, and like the collectathon platformy 3D games kind of just died kind of after the PS2. Obviously you're still getting a few Mario games and that, but the ones from third parties just didn't really take off through that PS3, 360 type of generation. And it bleeded into the PS4 really at the beginning of its lifespan, and not many games out there really tried to do it. And for Square to turn around and say, right, we're going to do this, I think it's cool. I really do think it's cool. And I will be picking this up when it comes out, and I am really looking forward to it. And thankfully, it's something new, but similar, so to speak. It's I like it. So, this is actually, as I said, the demo's out now, and I've played it quite a bit to see what it's like, so I can do this video here. But I'm not going to show you much of the second level. I'm just going to show you parts of the first level, so it's not really on the second level for you. But yeah, I am impressed. Anyway, I'll leave this video on and you can watch the rest of the level. But yeah, if you have anything to ask about it, please do let me know. And as I said, I will be picking this up and giving it a whirl on the channel, I think, and giving it some space on the channel. Show it off, and because I like new IPs. One thing people will know I like to do on the channel is highlight indie games and new indie games, and people are saying, oh, we've never heard of that before, or we've never seen that one before, or whatever. And when a big name company builds a new IP and takes a risk on it, I actually find it quite good, and I really want to highlight those as well, because it's a big risk for these companies to throw millions into a project on a brand new IP that might just fall flat on its arse. And that's another reason why I wanted to highlight this as a preview. So anyway, that's going to do it for the video. And if you do have anything you want to ask me extra, just drop it in a comment down below and I'll get back to you. And like I say, if you're new around here, it'd be great if you could subscribe, because I'm on that going to 15,000 subscribers. And when we get to 15,000 subscribers, I might do a live stream gathering or something of people, and you can ask me random stuff I don't know about things. So anyway, I'll catch you in the next one, and thank you very much for tuning in. Bye.
Caro Tui!
Go!